quiet. Hi, it's me.
Hi.
It's me, Frank Cotolo, here once again in talking with Phil Hong of SRN Media Works.
Good evening.
And the SRN Media Works news team.
Good evening.
And head of the whole crew and everything. And we were going to talk about guns are a very big issue in America because, as you know, we have a president who's trying to take all the guns away from everyone and get what we call the Second Amendment, which is the right to bear arms. And if you've ever seen bear arms, they're pretty hairy. So I don't know why anybody would want them.
It is a hairy issue.
But everybody seems to be afraid that with gun control. And yet, Canada now, it's illegal to carry a rifle and shoot someone, right, in Canada?
Oh, yes. For years, we've got that sort of a ban. And frankly, Toronto, the city of Toronto, has been under a handgun ban for quite some time. Well, when we think of guns, we think of, going into the countryside and shooting deer or shooting moose for good food, venison and the like. But it's just... We don't have as much of a shooting culture as you guys with Duck Dynasty and all these other people. And it's also... You guys also used... That sort of device as a line of defense.
Well, we
believe in our police.
We also, as members of my heritage, we also use guns to steal and commit illegal acts. But there are a lot of illegal guns only because there's not a lot of gun control. You're very strict though. If I live in Canada, I live in Saskatchewan, I want to buy myself a shotgun. What do I do? I have to go through a hell and high water. Is that
frankly, it's not impossible. You can register for a license. They ask you to wait for a period of time. They want to make sure that you know how to use the gun, so you probably have a test of knowledge as well.
So it's like a driver. You have to take a test like a driver's test or a gun test.
If you can kill someone with a car, then you can kill someone with a gun.
Yeah, I know. But what do you do in Canada? If I want to buy this shotgun, I got to prove to them that I could use it.
Right. There's no such thing as you walking into a store and then they're handing you the gun as if it's a bunch of bananas. It's not something that you would pick up every day.
But you have what do you got to do? Go to a gun center?
Well, we have Bass Pro Shops. Well, we have, there is certain licensing, and the federal government's in charge of that. And so, yes, more government. so the Republicans would hate Canada for that very reason. But the thing is, we can interpret things as well. I mean, the Second Amendment in Canada to us is you guys were defending yourselves.
Wait a second, you have a constitution?
We do have a constitution, but we don't have a you're allowed to shoot people law. I'll just say that. I mean, when Canadians hear about Florida having its right to defend their property, for example. You hear about the Trayvon Martin case, for example. Or when you hear about, people saying because it just happens to be in the Constitution, it means that they're allowed to carry guns.
What about automatic weapons?
Well, that's illegal completely.
No, and there are Americans.
There are Americans
coming into Canada. You guys even have an army? You have an army?
We have a great army.
How did I not know that?
They take yoga classes.
That's right, because you guys are,
they're good people. Right. But, Fox News can rip on them, but at least we have a more limber army. And frankly, they have more martial arts on them. But the thing is, when Americans come into Canada, Alaska is literally, we're in the
army shoots them, right?
You guys, when you guys drive up to Canada, and we're saying basically, you can't bring guns to Canada without certain licensing.
You don't want to bring guns to Canada.
An assault weapon.
You can hardly bring fruit, right? Can't you bring fruit across the border?
You guys are criminals when it comes to this stuff.
They can't bring fruit. They want to bring. You
can't bring fresh meat. But the thing is, you guys
bring stale meat. Can I bring stale meat? Spoiled meat? What kind of?
Well, you see, you can't. You can't kill people.
And I thought it was easy getting over that border.
No, the thing is, though, when you were talking about an assault weapon, for example, it's been in our mail. Parts of guns have been in our mail. And
we don't mail guns to you. We don't mail.
You do.
Your post office accepts guns in the mail?
Canada Post Corporation tries.
Oh, I could buy guns through the mail.
But the thing is, though, when you can't put it together, though, it's not allowed. In fact, parts of guns are illegal in Canada.
You just can't get the bullets. So what good are the guns, right?
Neither the bullets either.
No,
but the thing is, though, we are fine with guns in Canada when they're used properly.
I am too. I think we should send all our guns.
I mean, our defense goes to our Mounties. They go to our policemen.
The Mounties,
But we have good impartial people. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, the Mounties carry guns, don't they?
They do, but
that's how they get their men.
The community relies on their force because their police force is also part of the community. Right. These are our neighbors trying to patrol us.
When you're talking about
Ferguson, Missouri, and all these other places, I feel sorry for you guys.
No, do you have the tanks and the military equipment that our city police departments have?
Another can of worms. We're trying to buy your planes. We're trying to buy your planes.
Your police want planes?
Oh no, not the police.
I'm talking about the police.
The Royal Canadian Army. They're trying to buy at a sort of, what is it, the F-35s or something like that. This new American plane that's popping out that is going to be less efficient than other planes that we've got. It's going to cost us $35 billion.
Well, nobody else is going to buy it. You guys will buy it. So
no, you guys are buying it.
We're getting it from you.
You're getting it too.
Well, we love it. We think it's a good plane.
Well, no, we don't think it's a good plane.
We think it's a good plane. We don't like the name.
Who spends $35 billion on a plane?
We just don't like the name.
Lockheed Martin? No. Boeing?
The name of the plane. But your police or local police people don't have tanks and riot.
Oh, they do have a helicopter. Actually, the weird thing
helicopter. The weirdest thing
is a helicopter. Well, I believe there are helicopters, but the thing is, there are more helicopters that are serving as ambulances than there are as police in Canada.
Because
we have Orange.
We got to fly people.
I mean, no matter, it's fraught with some difficulties, but at least it's fascinating though, because York Region probably has the only police helicopter in quite an area.
Right.
So there are plenty of...
They should make more.
But you know what?
Why don't they make more helicopters? You buy them from us.
You see these LA chases and stings and things like that using helicopters, but do you know what we use that helicopter for?
When it gets hot, it's a big fan. What?
We're actually watching for speeders.
Speeders.
Out of all people in the world,
guns,
we really think that more...
Speeders with guns... Drinking beer,
right.
high content alcohol beer,
yes,
right, and who are
and then building pipelines all the way down through Nebraska.
You could ship. You could. If you don't watch it, you got all these pipelines. Somebody could slip in like guns, and the moves from Alberta all the way to British Columbia, and then they take them out because those guns could.
There was a time in this fair land when the railroad did
guns could sit in oil for like days, and then they take them out. They're illegal. It's a good way to transport guns.
Absolutely
illegal, but I mean,
it's still technically
what
illegal.
What a marvelous country! I love Canada. I love Canada.
And the deer and everything.
So we enjoyed being here with you, and we hope you've learned a lot. I know I have.
Thank you.